Hello everyone, Digfig here, and welcome back to another Outer Worlds video. We are now going to move into the Botanical Gardens because we done killed everything. So we're going to start talking to people here.
I don't know you.
I don't know you
Whatever
either.
you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What is your problem? Is kind of what I want to say to her.
Strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
You obviously run a tight ship.
You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Hope not. I could always go look for her. Upbeat, a little strange, love Rizzo's. Yeah, I met Zoe. She was in the Marauder camp.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder camp? Is she alright?
Yeah.
Queen of the Marauders, huh? That's what comes of watching serials. Rots your gray. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some Marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Oh, I've killed all the Marauders. There ain't nothing left around here.
I'll tell
Questions
you what
about Zoe.
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
He would probably be able to help me.
She was lazy and thoughtless.
Oof.
She's still one of our own.
Let's change the subject. We're gonna find
Over in the
Adelaide.
hothouse, tending crop.
Okay. Thank you. Now I want to make the side quest. One of her companions lives here. That's a deserter. So all this stuff is going to be considered stealing, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. So I'll leave your house and not steal all your stuff. So we're not into the stealing. Not this playthrough.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Pretty generous offer here.
You mean Zoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Oh, a corporate fixer, you might ask. I mean, that's not the worst job in the corporate world. Thank you very much.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Interesting.
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it,
Ooh.
but she was gone the next day.
She definitely would enjoy that.
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Because Zoe's living with the Marauders nearby and I need something to tempt her back to the
Zoe's
camp.
living with Marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, it could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
That she was very angry at you. No. Look at my face. Persuade. We'll try
You're
it.
probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words collector's edition. Here you go. Latest copy of the Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
Thank you for helping.
I'll help if I can.
What questions can I ask this guy?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Lol's journaling is odd.
Hey, I got time.
What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
We've got some armors here, it looks like. What does this do? Inspiration, science, cool, cool. Ooh, you're selling a fever. Heavy Vulcan Ammo. Dendo sight weapon range plus 25%. Cool modifications there, my friend. Not gonna lie. Guessing that background just means they're uniques. Kind of cool, but we're gonna sell some stuff off here. Going to be some you. Hold on to these two. Those 10 out of 10. I'm a massive fan. Sell off those. That should be good. Don't worry, dude. I'm not gonna steal all your stuff. Only some little bits and pieces. Really want that. There's a guy coming. Wasn't me. You didn't see me thinking about stealing nothing. So we're going to bug all the way out back to her. Doesn't really seem to be a faster way to travel there. So we're just gonna enjoy the scenery and go for a nice little walk. Hey, apparently I missed him. And that thing. I feel like she killed a lot more of those last time I came in there. But I know she didn't. It's just me not seeing it and being a terrible looter. You guys know where it's at. I call myself a loot whore, but in actuality, I am just a sham. A big old sham. It's a beautiful planet. Some major impact crater right there. Huge. Like the dust went on that planet must blow that way based on how it's spread out that way, I think. There's another impact crater way over there. I mean, there's tons and tons of impact craters there. But like, wow, that thing gets hit hard. 1, 2... We got rings around us. That planet's got rings. So we all have like moons that exploded. And all these planets are really close together. Must be some fucked up orbits got going on.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
I could give you one.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Is it?
So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer? I am impressed.
I'm glad. I've got it here, yours if you promise to go back.
You actually have it? The episode where Lord Cavendish reveals he's been the mass marketeer all along? All right, you convinced me. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah, you'll be fine though. They seem to be really accepting and nice people. Why is the can't have her as a companion? I guess you can't have everyone as a companion, but she feels like someone you'd be able to have as a companion. We're going to fast travel, because there's no reason to take that long run again for no reason, when fast traveling is available to all of us. Can you pick things off this tree? Too good. Nope, though. No, you cannot. This is not Breath of the Wild.
What is it?
Oh, aggressive. I talked to Zoe. She's coming back. I'm sorry.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with the Band of Marauders. They hadn't hurt her. Something about wanting to be an outlaw. I'd rather not get into it.
Zoe joined up with the Band of Marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
Have you?
You
like
pretty
what?
much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Will do. Thank you very much. Could you be my companion? Got a nice little carbine there. That's different than this. My scope's way bigger than yours. Can I have your carbine? Got a pretty little carbine. Like, I really like that carbine she's rocking. By the way, let's fall back to our assault rifle here.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got some.
Stefan's got food for me. Got it. Little, like, safe room you got back there. Hackable door. I don't have any of the stuff I need to hack it open. Where are we hiding up here, game? That's thievery, if I've ever seen it. And everywhere I go, there's always someone watching. There's a deserter here, a deserter there. Deserters everywhere. You can hack open that door, too. Probably a little premature going through all these rooms just because it's all going to be stealing. And I'm sure there's the chat options where you can make them all leave this place. They actually do desert it, and then all the stuff becomes lootable. Are you dead? No, he's fine. Ignore it, it'll be fine. You're the guy with the name, right? Yeah, here we go.
Hey there.
What's up, bro? I want to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
A couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
I'm glad they found you, man. You got beautiful blue-green eyes, my friend. Beautiful. What are you doing out here in the wilderness?
Cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want... Adelaide would make a place for you.
Oh, you got a thing for her, man. Oh, apparently there's no conversation there to have. Talk to you. You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church. In the bar, you asked if I was a drinker.
I know, it's none of my business.
Fine.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
I'd like to get to know you, girl.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, I'm saying it's okay, we can talk. It's not a problem, man.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
It's an interesting way to look at the whole concept of what they think the universe is, especially as a mechanic. Interesting.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
You could be part of it, right? Why?
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
What'd you do?
Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
Balls.
It's not funny.
It's funny.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Oof.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Rose still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment.
Yeah.
It's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
No, it's kind of cool that they have dialogue options for all that stuff. You're just a resident, right? You're just a resident too. You all like to say keep your wits about you, my friend. And here, pumpkins, 32 mock apples. Holy crap. I'm not gonna steal from these guys. It's probably the faction I'm gonna like side with if I had to guess. It is pretty in here, not gonna lie. And there's just tube of fancy shit. I don't want to steal any of this. I'm just admiring the scenery. This place is freaking... This room looks kind of basic. Basic bitch room. But the other rooms, man... That was pretty. I haven't even seen anything yet that would really tempt me for thievery. Maybe some of the shunts and stuff, but that's about it. Music box? No, I'm not gonna steal anything. Let's go talk to her. Down there. Some more ammo.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
Oh, that's
Whatever
nice.
your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Sounds a little cultist here.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often.
Yeah, Thomas is a thing for you.
You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Glad it has been cleaned.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Yeah.
Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the Talcon, my son. That's about it. Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town. There we go.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
I haven't necessarily done it.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
No.
Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws.
It's true.
You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child.
A lot of green
Lost
eyes.
her family to the company, and still she defends them.
You made your point clear. I'll see what I can do. I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side. What do you have against people trying to make a living? Let's say help you.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Oh.
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
What do we choose, guys? What do we choose? I kind of want to side with these people. They haven't done anything wrong. They seem to be living off the land. The only thing they've done fucking stupid is build their camp down here in a hole where they can get shrouded and shot at from every single ledge in every single direction. This is a terrible tactical place to defend, but it's fine. Oh, journal. What do we have? Did I botch any? We're unbotched so far. I'm impressed by that much. We're gonna F5. That was a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of stuff to do there. Oh, I don't know, guys, but I do know one thing. We're officially out of time. It's the 20-minute mark. We're damn near close to it. And you know what that means, everyone. I get to make an ass out of myself making an outro. And either way, I really do appreciate you all stopping by. It does mean a whole lot. I'm fucking yawning. Holy shit. But anyways, guys, I really do appreciate you stopping by. The support has been absolutely amazing. It does mean a whole lot. And if you like this video, appearing above me here, there should be a playlist of a whole bunch of videos just like this one. And if you like some of those, think about liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, watching all my content front to back, top my analytics, and, you know, spread the message. Make me massive. I would love, this is a dream we're trying to make happen here, guys. And it can only happen with the support of you, and I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Dig oh, haha. My headset fell off again, which means I want to do the Geordie thing, but we're not going to. So, moral decisions. Do we help them? Do we not help them? The good, the bad, the many, the few, or the many and the many. What do you do when you're deciding between two manys? Interesting. Moral dilemmas, everyone. What will we ever do? Find out in the next episode.